Hello and welcome to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the special Election Watch series where we bring you all the news, the views and the interviews from the disability community.
In their manifestos, they should cater for persons with disability.
Society free of discrimination and stigmatization.
We expect government to ensure that all the public facilities are accessible.
Election is in the air. We must vote based on policies, and our elected officials must know what actually we at the grassroots are going through, especially we in the disability community. It is a special Election Watch series.
It is necessary for us to have the national anthem sang, and to do that is Minister Elom Asise.
And help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. Rule with all of our will and might forever.
We'll give space for Bishop Dr. Charles Hackman, General Overseer, Fire City Chapel. Very resplendent in his white amity for the first time, sir. Very privileged to have you.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you to the Almighty God for bringing us this far. Thank you to H4P organization, the Helping Hand team, and thank you to Fire City Chapel. They have supported. One message I'll leave with us is that disability is not inability. So let's take a stand and promote the dignity of persons with disability. Thank you so much. Thank you. 10 years of doing this work. We actually began this work way before 10 years ago, but officially we began it 10 years, and I'm so grateful to the H4P organization, the Helping Hand TV show, the team. You are amazing, incredible. Thank you so much. Fire City Chapel. What can I say? My church family, I think they are the best church family in the whole world. Thank you so much. But here is the thing, I want to dedicate this award to my mother. I call her baby. What would I do without you? If I have to choose you again, I will choose you over and over and over, 1,000 times and more. I think you are the best mother anybody could wish for, anybody could ask for, and I thank God for giving you to me. This award is dedicated to you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Bishop, I wish you all the best in life. I wish to say congratulations for the big award that you have as the person identified in the category of humanitarian service. I think you deserve it. There's no question about it. I just pray that God will strengthen you. God will give you the necessary resources to be able to do more than you are doing now. God bless you, Bishop.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show. As you know, the Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P organization where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. This is a special election watch series, and I have a very, very special friend of mine in the studio to help us discuss and dissect the issues. I'll go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to my guest. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on the air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samuna Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners.
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is a special election watch series, and I have a very good friend of mine. She is a clinical tutor, speech and language therapist from the University of Ghana, Legon. She's also the founder of Awawa too. I'm going to ask her about that. She's a disability advocate. She's my senior actually in this advocacy business. She has been doing this for a long time before I came in, and it's an honor for me to have her on the set today, Nanekia Victoria Owusu. Thank you so much for making time to be with me.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with Awawa too.
Okay.
What is the story behind the name?
Well, we have a little song in Awawa too. We say, embrace and give a hug.
Okay.
A little of your time.
Okay.
And then Awawa too. And Awawa too is a welcoming embrace. So you see how when a father or an older family member comes home and a child runs. So just picture that image of the child running to meet the father or somebody running to meet somebody and embracing them. And that is what the picture that we have for persons with disability and, you know, the non-disability community, that we need to embrace persons with disability.
It means no discrimination. We don't leave anybody out.
It means no discrimination, but it means that consciously also looking out for persons and seeing what you can do to brighten up somebody's life.
Let me find out about your job, clinical tutor. You do speech and language therapy.
Okay, so I'm also a teacher, basically, because I teach at the University of Ghana. And we have the speech and language therapy program, an MSc speech and language therapy program. So we're training speech and language therapists who work with persons with communication and swallowing disabilities. And communication disabilities can affect adults and children. So if you have children who have difficulties expressing themselves, understanding what is said, socializing appropriately, you know, all those children. So children with autism, children with Down syndrome, children with cerebral palsy, children with all kinds of other syndromes and other challenges, you know, difficulties expressing themselves. So they all are all likely to need communication in addition to their primary problems.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's the Election Watch series, and you are an advocate. We want to talk for the disability community. We want to bring to the forefront some issues that are supposed to be pertinent, but normally we gloss over it. I want to start with the Ghana National Association for the Deaf. So there's been a complaint with the use of face mask. It's been made mandatory in Ghana. There are some places they have a no face mask, no entry policy. Now the deaf people, they use facial expressions and hand gestures and all that. If they wear the mask, it hinders their communication. And they say it is discriminatory, but nobody seems to really bother about that. What's your opinion about that?
Well, I think like many other disability issues, you know, when policies are being made sometimes, persons with disabilities are usually ignored, forgotten, or dismissed. You know, like people, we don't think about them generally.
But it's so bad.
And, we actually wrote something from our department about
the face mask.
Yes, the face mask, because I live with a deaf person, and so I can understand some of these issues. And not only the deaf people, but other people who have communication problems, they also need your face. Children need facials to be able to understand and also express themselves. So unfortunately, that's how it is. And I think that government needs to relook at it and make changes so that people who are deaf and people who need the face to be able to communicate will be able to do so.
Well, we've just begun. I'm going to go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back with my very special guest, Nanekia Victoria Owusu. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
I'm strong and I'm chosen.
I am not afraid and I'm chosen. I am not neglected. I am chosen. I'm not alone. I'm chosen.
I'm intelligent and I'm chosen.
I am beautiful and I am chosen.
I am anointed and I am chosen.
I am strong and I am chosen.
The Chosen Generation, written by the Bishop, Dr. Charles C. Hackman. Purchase copies of The Chosen Generation from Amazon or call +233 550 507 077 or +233 20 197 9481. Purchase copies of The Chosen Generation and support the H4P organization special advocacy for persons with disability. Now available on Jumia, so grab your copies now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the special Election Watch series, and I have my very special guest with me. I call her the senior advocate. She's my senior in the advocacy business. Nanekia, thank you so much for making time to be with me in the studio.
Thank you.
We're talking about the issue of the face mask and how discriminatory it is. Shouldn't they have contacted the disability community before coming out with such a blanket, something like that?
Well, yes. They needed to have done that, but they didn't. So, and as I said earlier, many times, you know, decisions are made and policies are enacted, and yet
they forget about us.
Different groups of people are not consulted. So I think that the onus is on us now. We have seen the mistake, and we need to push it and let government be aware that, you know, there are people who cannot communicate and who cannot live their lives as comfortably as possible if they don't have a transparent mask. So
I want your opinion again on this issue, the voters register. There's a case with a person with albinism. He went to do the registration, but the cameras couldn't capture him because of the pigmentation. It was white. And they told him that he should buy brown powder to apply so that he would be more visible for them to capture. He said he did it, and still they couldn't capture. And as I'm talking to you, he could not be registered, and he has been disenfranchised. He's not voting in December.
I mean, I've heard similar. I have heard similar news, and these are not people with disability. These are people who have light skin. You know, they are fair in complexion.
Oh.
And apparently, they were asked to put a little bit of charcoal, on their faces, their cheeks, to darken them a little bit for the pictures to be taken. But I think it also says something about us and how we find it difficult to challenge authority.
Authority, okay.
Yes, and I think we need to become more aware of, of that, and the fact that, we have the power and we have the strength to be able to challenge some of these things. Because I asked, did they do it? And she said, yes, there were two ladies, they were too fair, or they claimed that they were too fair.
And they don't even have a disability?
No, they didn't have a disability.
My goodness.
They just said that their skin was too fair. And so they had to put a bit of charcoal or some dark powder or something on their faces. And it is completely wrong. So it just means that the Electoral Commission needs to be aware that there are certain faces that their cameras are finding difficult to capture, and then consider how they will be able to do that. And I think sometimes it's a bit like going to the bank sometimes, You can go to a particular till, and the person's information you will get will be very different if you go to the second till.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's how things work. So how people take the training and apply the training that they've been given to be able to do the work that they're doing. I will not be surprised. I mean, I'm sure that there are other persons with albinism who also registered and were able to register.
Yeah.
So sometimes it depends on the competency of the person who is actually doing the process or working with you.
But Anika, where do we draw the line? The line between challenging authority and respecting authority. Where do we draw the line? Because a lot of people would not challenge it, even though it's their right.
Yeah, and I think it's because of the kind of community that we have, and because of the kind of culture that we have, and because we are trained in a certain way, and we are told that if you challenge, it means you're being rude, you're being difficult. But to challenge and to challenge respectfully has nothing to do with, if someone is wrong and you are pointing it out and saying, no, I don't think this is the right way, I think we could look at it in this way. There shouldn't be any problem. And I think some of it reflects the kind of culture that we have and how we perceive persons with disability. I think that unless some of that change, we're going to have the situation is not going to change very much.
All right, so you are still with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. We have a lot of issues to discuss today. I'll go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back with my very special guest. Stay tuned.
Focus, true grit. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the prize. No stopping, because winning is not an option. It's 60-second success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with the Bishop. Today, I want to speak to you about an important success ingredient called the law of progress. The law of progress is your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Success is a milestone that is achieved after continuous struggles, hard work, pains, motivation, failures, and repeated efforts. Success, my friend, is a journey made up of failures and successes in life, and those who never see success are those who decide to stand at one place in life, those who refuse to progress. If you really want to be successful, then you have to take a step forward.
you have to decide to progress in every area of your life. Every day, make a determination to take a step forward in everything you do, and success will be yours. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the special Election Watch series, and I have my very, very special guest with me, Nanekia Victoria Owusu. She is the founder of Awawatu. I like the name, Awawatu. Nanekia, please look at this issue about sign language being a national language. What is your opinion about it? We've been advocating for sign language. The deaf are being discriminated against when it comes to information. They can't use the radio. They can only use the visuals. And the visuals don't have sign language interpretation. Most of the programs on air are without sign language. Do you think an incoming government should look at making sign language part of the national language?
Well, I think this has been one of the, I don't know, something on my heart for a long time. And so, like Awawatu, I started a section for children who are deaf.
Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is, if you have a child who is deaf, then that child does not get access to any language at all until they are maybe about 7 or 8. When they are fortunate to be admitted into maybe Mampong's School for the Deaf or some other government institution. So imagine that you are born and you don't have a language. The only language you have are gestures. And you know, gestures are limited, so after a while, people can't understand what you are saying. This is a very, very serious situation. And think about so many children who are born deaf, and we have more deaf children born to hearing parents than the other way around. So if the child is deaf and the parents are deaf, that's no problem because the child will develop their communication and move on. But if the child is deaf and the parents are hearing, then that's a huge problem because there is a huge communication gap. So if we are able to have sign languages a national language, that would be extremely helpful. So think about a young child in nursery or in early years being able to interact and being able to enjoy time, communicate with another child who is deaf, and they are also able to communicate, then they grow with it. So over time, the communication barrier is quite reduced.
And it can help them to easily overcome their disability?
Definitely. You know, make more friends and there'll be less of them and us kind of situation. And so I think I have always been of that view that sign language should be taught in schools right from early years. I remember that I saw, a video I read about a situation, I think it was in the UK, I think, when they were they were going to admit one child who was deaf. And they took a whole school policy for the whole school to learn sign language. And when I say whole school, I don't mean just the staff, I mean incidental staff as well. So kitchen staff, cleaning staff, and all those different groups had to learn sign language. And
that is development, eh?
Well, yes, but that's also human, isn't it? I mean, this is somebody who is being human and recognizing that another person with a hearing impairment doesn't mean that they should be dismissed or they should not have access to everybody or to the whole school. So I was quite impressed with it, and I'm hoping that we will be able to do similarly.
We have to get there. We have to get there. I need your feedback on that. The issue of the sign language being a national language. Let me hear from you. What do you think? I'll go for the feedback segment. I'll be right back. It's the Helping Hand TV show, the Election Watch series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
will give space for Bishop Dr. Charles Hackman. Very resplendent in his white. I'm meeting you for the first time, sir. Very privileged to have you.
First of all, I want to say a big thank you to the Almighty God for bringing us this far. Thank you to H4P organization, the Helping Hand team, and thank you to Fire City Chapel. They have supported. One message I'll leave with us is that disability is not inability. So let's take a stand and promote the dignity of persons with disability. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I say congratulations, Dr. Bishop Charles Hackman, for winning the award. We look forward for a bigger award because you've been doing a lot for humanity, you've been doing a lot for society, especially the marginalized. When there was no support to run programs on TV, you personally was supporting it to get it run and to get it sustained, and because you were so concerned about the people for which you were your programs was reaching out to. So thank you so much, and I congratulate you for the award. It's no wonder you have greater awards to win in life. I say congratulations.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. We are doing the special election watch series, and I have a very good friend of mine. I call her the senior advocate, Nanekia Victoria Owusu. Thank you so much. Most of the problems we have in this country, we have a lot of policies, but they don't bite. We are not going to have the review. It will be a policy. How sure are we that it will be different from other things in our statute books that are just sitting on the shelf?
Well, I think that things are changing.
Okay.
And now there are people with disabilities who are in positions of authority now. Yeah. So, for example, in that review, many or majority of the people on the committee are persons with disability.
Good.
Okay, and the consultant who the consultant for the review is a blind person.
Okay.
And so I think that things are changing, and the persons with disabilities themselves will begin to fight for their rights, because it is their rights. And so I believe that they'll be fighting, and then other people who support them will also add their voices to make sure that it happens.
Well, we'll cross over to Elon for a spot of music, and we'll come back and continue this discussion. It's been very insightful, and you are still with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, special election watch series. We'll be right back.
It's the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
Who is like your Lord in all the earth? Matchless love and beauty, endless worth. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry. Your presence is heaven to me. Your presence is heaven to me. Yeah, treasure of my heart and of my soul. Yeah, yeah. In my weakness, you are merciful. Redeemer of my past, the praise and wrongs. You're the holder of my future days to come. Oh, your presence is heaven to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your presence is heaven to me. So we're singing, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Your presence is heaven to me. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus. Your presence is heaven to me. Who is like you, Lord, in all the earth? Much less love and beauty and less worth. Nothing in this world can satisfy. Jesus, you're the cup that won't run dry.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. Is the special election watch series. I have my very special guest, Nanekia Victoria Owusu. Nanekia, incoming government. What are some of the things you think they should be concerned with, especially when it comes to the disability community?
Well, I think they should be concerned with things for persons with disability, similar to being concerned about persons who do not have disability. Okay, so I'm sure that they want to make sure that, you know, persons without disability, you know, they have good health care, you know, they have good education, they have good access to whatever. And I think it should be the same for persons with disability. They should be concerned about their welfare and about their health, about their education, about being able to access different departments and different agencies, just as you and I are able to, because at the end of the day, I think that's what it's all about. Persons with disability are not asking for anything extraordinary.
Exactly.
They are just asking for regular, everyday things that you and I also ask for. And that is about, you know, good education for their children, good health system for
especially
themselves.
having their disability in mind.
Yes, and especially having their disability in mind, you know, because if you have a child with a disability and a child who does not have a disability, right now it can cost you about 10 times as much in health to be able to look after the child with disability. And so people will need support. And if you are an ordinary worker, for example, or even if you are not an ordinary worker, it's still very expensive. So the government needs to look at how they can support persons with disability to be able to enjoy good education, good health system, just like you and I enjoy. So I think that is what they should be looking at, just making sure that they also come up and to the same level as to enjoy the things that you and I enjoy.
How do we make sure that when they are coming up with policies, they don't leave us out again? How do we make sure something is supposed to be done and they would forget about disabled people until later? When we complain and complain, then they come in trying to solve it. How do we make sure moving forward we avoid things like that?
What's similar things like what you're doing now? You know, shows like these help to raise some of the issues. But as far as I know, you know, we have the department, is the gender and child protection.
Child protection.
Yes. Ministry, and they have the responsibility for persons with disabilities. So I think, and then we have the NCPD now as well. So I'm believing that they can be like the
watchdogs.
So they have the lookout for persons with disability and issues. And then there are also organizations for persons with disabilities. You know, and I think many of these NGO organizations have been doing quite
very well.
Yes, they've been doing quite a lot to raise issues and to raise awareness and to continue to do the same. And if we find that things have been missing out or persons with disabilities have been ignored, then I think it is our duty and responsibility to raise these
awareness.
Yes, I think it's important to be able to do that.
Well, H4P is almost 10 years old. And so we dedicate this segment to the H4P organization for all the good work we've been doing over the past years. So we'll cross over for H4P Showtime. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
H4P, celebrating 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. Hooray! It's H4P Showtime.
Hey, talk of the devil. Hey, which devil be that? Hey, my sweet Abengo. How be? Hey. Abengo. Abengo, what is it? Hey, Rabna, what's wrong with my sweet Abengo?
Well, I am fine, and he is mad.
Hey. Abednego, please talk to me. What is it? Hey, Rabna, what is going on? Hey, Lady Joy. Hey, are you very sure you don't know why Abe is furious? Truth for God, life for Satan. No, I don't. Are you sure? But I came to meet the two of you, so how am I supposed to know?
Okay, well, allow me to refresh and update your outdated memory.
Rabna, that's an insult.
Oh, not for people like you. With your peculiar issue.
What issue? Can you go straight to the point?
Oh, you want it straight?
Go straight to the point.
Okay. I'll give it to you straight. Lady Joy,
yes?
Were you not supposed to go on a trip to Dubai with this poor gentleman? He has been waiting for you for over 3.5 hours since 1100 GMT real time. And by the way, whilst he was waiting for you, he was collapsing.
What? Oh no, so have you called the doctor?
Oh, what nonsense kind of doctor? I've healed him. So he's very fine now until later on in the evening.
Hey, Rabna, come. Rabna, I totally forgot.
Yes, I'm aware.
Hey, what do I do now? What can I do? Rabna, you have to help me. Okay, you really have to help me. Apologize to him. Oh my God. What do I do?
Listen,
the fact that he is still here is good news. So for starters, you have to employ the best of your woman powers to convince him. Otherwise...
My sweet Abengo, my darling Abe, the one and only Mr. Abednego Abe Bingo!
Yeah.
In fact, Rabna, do you know that I have never met a man as sweet, caring, gentle, and above all, forgiving like my sweet Abe?
Oh yeah, tell me more.
Even when I offend Abe, he easily forgives me. Wow! And the amazing part is that he does not drag the issue at all.
Hey! Just like that.
Just like that. Wow! Abe is sweet. Abe is kind. Abe is romantic. Abe is handsome. Hey, Rabna, Abe is Abengo. Abe is so bombastic. Oh, darling, please, I'm sorry, okay? Please forgive me, okay? I am such a sinner. Forgive me, please. Baby, at least say something. Say something, please.
I should say something.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lady Joy.
Yeah?
Lady Joy. Why? Why? Why have you decided to turn yourself into a pachydermatous, callous, and obdurate lady with little or no regard for punctuality or other people's feelings?
I've said it. Amen. Amen, Abe. I deserve all this grammar. In fact, Abe, relieve. In fact, Abe, pour all on me. I have sinned against you, but sweetheart, I'm sorry, okay? I promise to make it up to you, and I promise it will never happen again, okay? Please?
Are you sure?
Oh, I promise on my honor that today is the last time ever. Yes, it will not happen again, okay?
Oh, okay, I hear you.
Thank you.
But I sincerely hope it will not happen again.
Oh, believe me, oh, my sweet Abengo, that today is the last time ever, and it will never ever happen again. So help me, God. Abe. Oh, come and let me give you a big hug. Come on. Oh, come. Oh, come. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry.
I see. Good for you people. Hey, let me go and find something to quench my hunger.
Yes, oh my sister, you're not the only one hungry.
Would you want something?
No, my dear. Abe, didn't you buy anything? I mean, Chinese or something?
Oh, I rather bought Japanese.
Hey,
or better still, Korea.
Abe.
Yes, my dear.
Why are you wearing only one shoe? Why?
I think that's Japanese style.
Yeah, my dear. I don't know where my shoe is.
Hey, get serious. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know where my shoe is.
Abe, yes. Enough of the jokes. Where is your shoe?
Yes, where?
Where is it?
I don't know where it is. In fact, this is a very difficult question.
Hey.
I put it to you. This is a very complicated, mysterious, inscrutable, and an enigmatic question.
Bombastic.
Abe, Dinago. Hey, Abe.
Baba.
I've
said it. I've said it. I've said it to you. Yes, please. Seriously, I can't find my shoe.
Huh? Oh.
I need you to help me find it.
But did you come with it?
Now, what kind of question is that?
Please let me ask. This is Abe we are talking about. Hey, Abe. Anyway, did you see my Messi when you came?
Hey, and who is that?
My cousin.
But I thought it was just you and the Joy who live in this house.
Yes, but my cousin has gotten a job in town, so she'll be staying here for a while. Yes. In fact, she came in about 3 days ago.
Oh, I see. But I didn't see anyone when I came in.
Oh, how could you? You don't normally see anybody when you are collapsing. Oh, boy! I'm sure she's in the outhouse. Mommy, see. Mommy. Mommy, see. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Come, let me introduce you to our friend. He's almost like a brother to us. Abe,
yes,
this is Mami, my cousin.
And Mommy, you meet my darling sweetheart. The one and only Mr. Abednego. Abe, bingo, bombastic.
Already met. You have already met? Hey.
How?
Lady, no, we have not. But don't worry, okay? I can understand. You know, I get that a lot. Yes, you see, most ladies find me irresistible. I put it to you. I am just enchanting, entrancing, and engaging. Bombastic.
Dinago. I beg.
I've said it. Well, I hope you are all impressed.
Yes.
If you are impressed, say yay. Sanity, my dear, I can understand. No wonder you think we have already met.
But we have already met, and he expressed interest in me, but I refused.
What?
What? Young lady. What are you talking about? Are you okay?
Young man, are you denying it because your sweetheart is here and you are ashamed of yourself?
Bombastic. What? Don't believe her. I don't know her from anywhere. I don't know her from anywhere. Look, I have never spoken to her nor even set my eyes on her before. Since Adam got married to Eve. It's not true. It's not true. She's lying. She's lying to it. Can you prove it? Do you have proof?
That's no problem. I have proof.
Bombastic.
Mommy, what's going on here? Hey. How about Samsung?
I don't know her from anywhere.
Abengo.
I don't know her from anywhere. Don't you believe me?
In some more world. In some more world. How about Samsung? Hey, what is this?
Hey, Abe, is that not your shoe? Is that not your watch? Mommy, what is this?
Well, this gentleman said he was in love with me.
Almighty God, Messiah, Lord Jesus, forbid.
Amen.
Can you imagine? But that was what he said. And when I refused his proposal, he said he was willing to do anything, anything to prove his love for me.
In some more world.
So I asked him to give me one of his shoes, which he did. And he even added his watch voluntarily.
In some biggie.
Objection. I object.
Overruled.
Bombastic.
Hey!
Lady Joy, I don't know her from anywhere.
Abe, is this not your shoe?
Abe, whose shoe is that? Whose watch is that? And what is this? What is this?
I don't know her from anywhere.
Hey!
Look, I put it to you that this is a well-crafted, virulent, malignant, and malicious mischief cooked in falsehood.
Relax, Mr. Bingo, relax. I am just pulling your legs.
What?
I am just pulling your legs.
You overpulled it.
Please. It's just a joke, okay? It's just a joke. I hope you are not offended. But Rabna, he was so deeply asleep that I was shocked.
He was in coma.
After calling and pulling and doing other things to wake him up, I decided to play a prank on him. Mr. Bingo, hope no offense taken. Please, you can now have your collateral back.
Hey, mommy. I bet I'm done where you should.
Anyway, nice meeting you, Mr. Bingo. Rabna, I'll be inside.
I bet. Oh, boo. Next time, my brother. Oh, but wow.
Hey, Abengo, wait!
Purchase copies of the H4P melodrama DVDs today. Contact H4P on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338. All sales are for the promotion of our disability advocacy, so grab your copies now. It's H4P Showtime. It's 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. H4P Ajiko.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This has been the special election watch series with my very special guest, Nanekua Victoria Owusu. On the show, Helping Hand team, we are preaching peace for the 2020 elections, and I want to give her an opportunity to give us a peace message.
Well, I guess my peace message is for everybody, especially people who have registered to vote, on the day of voting, to exercise their franchise, go and vote peacefully, and then come back home peacefully and safely. And I think that people need to be aware of some of the things we've just talked about. So we look out for persons with disability as well, and look out for other people who may be vulnerable as well, see how we might be able to support them in the circumstances. But I think if you come across situations where there are maybe there's a bit of aggression and people conflicts, then find out how best you can get others to come and resolve the situation, not be part of it. I think sometimes people observe what is happening and then they might take sides. Okay, so I think it's important that in these situations, get the authorities who may be around to come and resolve the matter. Don't take matters in your own hand to go and try and do something about it. Go vote peacefully and return home peacefully.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My special guest has been Nanekua Victoria Owusu, a clinical tutor, speech and language therapist, University of Ghana, Legon, a disability advocate, founder of Awawa too. Thank you so much for staying with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This has been the special series, Election War series. Thank you for all the donations you send to H4P through our mobile money avenues and all that. Thank you so much for supporting this good work. Thank you so much, Fast Teachable, DV Unlimited Company Limited, my proud sponsors. And thank you for tuning in, for staying true to this show. I'll come your way again next week with the same program. Until then, remember that disability is not inability. Thank you again to my crew. I can never forget you. Thank you. You make this possible. I'm so grateful. I'll come your way again next week. Stay safe. Take good care of yourselves. And God richly bless you.